What is up, guys? Chris here, Bear Market Mining. Thanks again for stopping by. So today we're talking about Warthog Mining. Been garnering a lot of attention in the past few days to week with a huge price pump leading in more profitability for miners. So today I want to run a few numbers with you and show you exactly how profitable it is if it's something you wanted to get into. Before we have a look at all that, do me a favor, hit that like button, consider subscribing, and let's get straight into it. So the current price of Warthog, just a tad over 35 cents. This is USD. I'll do all the numbers in today's video in USD just to make it simple for everyone. So 35 cents at the moment, and we can see this huge big price pump all the way up from 11.5 cents just around 10 days or so ago as of recording. There was a previous pump, around a month or so ago, but, as is normal, that dropped again before boom, 33. What was our peak here? I don't know, hold this cursor up here. 35 cents, which is really nice. Now, I've been mining Warthog for about 4 or 5 months. I'll have to check my exact numbers on when that was, but I got a bit bored with the stagnation of price. So have a guess where I sold my Warthog. And let me tell you, it wasn't here and it wasn't all the way up here. It was somewhere around the 11 cent mark. I think I sold a reasonable bag of it. So them's the breaks. That just goes to show you with crypto, sometimes you've got to hold for the long term, but who's to know, right? Look, it was sitting like this for so long. I was just thinking, let's get rid of this, cut our losses and move on. But a really nice price pump, which has been good, which is turning it even more profitable. Now, I should say even throughout this 11 and 10 cent mark, this sort of range, it's been profitable the whole time. Well, for my electric rate at least, which is a fairly moderate electric rate. So let's jump on over into the mining room, have a look at my gear, and then we'll have a look at hash rate and figure out exactly how much we're making and whether this is something you should think about jumping on. Starting from the top left, we have got a 3070 and this is a 3900X. All the motherboards are B450Ms except for the 7950X. This is a 5900X and a 3080 on that one. Excuse all of the mess. We've got another 3070 and a 5900X. Another 3070 and a 5900X. This is a 4070 with a 7950X. And right down the bottom, one more 5900X and 3070. Next up, the hash rate. We can see we've got the 3900X with a 3070. Now that's doing slightly less than our 5900Xs, which are doing less than our 7950X. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all have 3070s except for number 3, which has a 3080. You can see it is doing a slightly higher hash rate. Now, as far as how all this works out, you need a really good CPU with a reasonable GPU to get better hash, but I've got a whole playlist of how to overclock Warthog, all that sort of stuff, how to set it up, how to build rigs. So I'll leave a link for that or a card somewhere. Check the description if a card doesn't pop up on screen. And if you want to know how to set this all up and learn about hash rates with CPUs and GPU combos, that'll all be in there for you as well. And also the 7950X with the 4070. Now, these are real power numbers at the wall. I've had these on here for a while. So what I've done is I've got my CPU power rate, including the motherboard, often forgotten about on hashrate.no. But you can see the rig pulling 1013 kilowatts. So for a daily cost of $4.56, right around the 3.27 gigahash. This fluctuates up and down slightly. So we will move on over and see how much we've actually mined, because look, calculators can be pretty accurate, but I'll show you the actual numbers so you can figure out whether this is something you might want to jump on before it's too late. At this current stage, I've mined a total of 99.7 Warthog. This is over the last 3.5 days. Now I have cashed some of this out. You can see over here on a good old Tradergo, I sold 77 here earlier today because the price was up. Wanted to take advantage and make some actual profit as opposed to just holding and never ever selling. We also have a current 12.5 that's in a pending balance. Now, I am splitting this farm up between solo and pool mining just for the interest. Now, my solo has worked out pretty much at 100%, which would mean I'm pretty much making exactly the same as I would pool mining. But we have a look at our rigs down here. You can see I've basically split up my hash rate. We've got 3 of the 5900Xs at the moment. This one just hit a block, 3.5%, and you can see that this 7950X and 3900X, if I had them on solo, they would not be doing well. So I'm glad I haven't. That worked out quite nicely. But yeah, around, well, pretty much 99.7 and some change Warthog, worth 34.95 cents. Now let's do some numbers, because it's all well and good to have 35 bucks USD worth of Warthog mined, but we need to figure out if I've actually made any money. So let's drag Mr. Calculator over here. Now we know our rig's using 1,000 watts a day, 1,000 watts an hour. So we would go 1,000 times 24 for 24 hours in a day. Then we divide that by 1,000 to get us into kilowatt hours. Now, my electricity rate in USD is 12 cents. So we would times that by 0.12, and that works out to $2.88 per day worth of electric. So we would then times that by 3.5, and we'd have just over $10 worth of electricity over those 3.5 days. To figure out how much we're making daily, well, let's just do the full total first. So we would have 34.95 minus $10.08 brings us to $24.87 profit over the last 3.5 days. Now this works out to $7.10 profit a day. So reasonable profit at the moment, considering where we are as far as the price at the moment. Now it appears to be staying. You know, I was really expecting that with all of this hash rate has come online, so yield has gone down. The profits are going down slowly, but I was really expecting a big sell-off, but it seems like people are holding at the moment. I think this big price bump has given people a bit of a renewed faith in Warthog. So yeah, it's really nice to see this big up spike, and it's nice to see it doing well because it is a really good project. You know, you should jump in the Discord. I'll leave a few links for you guys if you want to learn a little bit more about it, but it is important to take some profits, which we've done at the moment. You know, we've taken about 80% of the profit. So just to make sure we're not getting ourselves into a situation like we did last time where we hold, and then sell it for a third of what we could have. But looking really nice at the moment, $7 profit a day. This is on, of course, 3.3 gigahash. So, you know, based off my numbers of what we've got, let's jump on over here. You know, you can basically work out with a 5900X and a 3070, do your own math here, take the total, divide it by the hash rate, etc., and you can find out exactly how much you'd be making. But I do have full playlists on all of this, like I said, so make sure you check out those playlists if you want to learn how to mine Warthog, set up your rigs, and all of that good stuff. That is going to wrap it up, guys. Wanted to keep it short and sweet. Those are the numbers. If you're thinking about mining it, let me know down in the comments. And if you want to chat more or need any help setting up, make sure you join the Discord, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.